We've got a major market warning for you, so be ready with that dry powder because everything's going to be on sale. Talks about XRP futures. Oh, that's juicy. We'll talk about XRP price at the end, along with Conor McGregor, meme coin.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Major market players are issuing a warning for Monday. Gold, silver, metals open up tonight, and we've got crypto up on the screen. But before we get into the crypto news, you, the viewer, matter most. That's why I bring your comments up in the beginning. That's right. Why you think on a Sunday morning I get up early to bring you the news. Mary V2 with Crisis. Oh boy, looking forward to the week. Time to buy. That's right. I hope you got your dry powder ready. Auctions, by the way, have been a bit too expensive as of late. That's what I was doing last night. Busy with the old shopping. OxJBX says another banging presentation. Time to do at least one day live. Come on, you know you want to. How many of y'all think I should be doing more live streams? Comment down below and let me know. Ash Danger, Ash Greninja, says 2 to 3 years. We're talking about bringing manufacturing back to the United States. Says bringing manufacturing back to the USA isn't as easy as building a factory. There's many factors at play, including labor costs, supply chains, etc. It'll be more like 20 to 30 years. No, it takes 2 to 3 years to take manufacturing offshore and bring it onshore. I actually had some experience with this during my corporate days. It's not fun, it's super expensive, and it does take about 2 to 3 years. Bitcoin sitting at 82,586, ETH is 1767. Oh, ETH, when you gonna help us out, baby? XRP at 206, discount IL2. Doge at 16.1, ADA 62.5, XLM. Do you got a quarter? Well, if you do, I'll give you some change back. 24.6 is the price of that. Black Monday warning for Bitcoin and the rest of crypto market issued by Arthur Hayes. Sunday, April 6th, that's today. The minds of most crypto market participants are going to be looking for Black Monday. It is all over social media. Futures market opens up tonight. Gold and silver opens up tonight. I'm going to be watching. Are you? Arthur Hayes, a popular speaker and former CEO of crypto exchange BitMEX, also asks his audience these questions with 2 ominous words in the formula. For the expert, all eyes are on 6 p.m. GMT when the futures on S&P 500 open. We have to see what happens. On Friday, stock markets lost $5 trillion in value. More than almost double the entire stock market. So we got to see if that pattern continues. However, what's important too is what time it'll be in Asia when the U.S. market opens. And since BTC has been kind of blah over the weekend, there's little or zero to tell the way the market will shake out. Hayes says the last Black Monday was seen back in 2020, March 16th to be exact, and it was the second one in that month. But they were short term. So let's see what happens when the market opens up. And you know I'm going to be bringing you the news, so hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you don't miss out. By the way, I'm definitely going to be looking at metals tonight. Conor McGregor launches a meme coin. Come on. Okay, let's just go to his tweet. I changed the fight game. I changed the whiskey game. I changed the stout game. Now it's time for me to change the crypto game. No. All these tools that launch these meme coins are rugs, and they're designed to screw people over. Even the Hawk Tua girl was too stupid to realize that the insiders dumped on her fans. What about the Andrew Tate token? I mean, come on, everyone. Are we going to be done with these stupid meme coins? Oh, come on. There's no utility in making these already rich celebrities more rich. John Deaton shares crucial XRP and Coinbase recap. Yeah, the algorithm suppressed this story. There's an XRP futures contract that was submitted, and it goes live on April 21st. That's good because they are going to be offering big-time contracts to institutions. If I remember correctly, when I read the original announcement, this happened a couple days ago, that the basket size, purchase size, was going to be 10,000 units. Prominent pro-crypto attorney John Deaton has published a detailed response to Coinbase's Institutional's recent announcement regarding its move to offer regulated XRP futures. The exchange stated it filed with the Cftc to self-certify XRP futures. What's awesome with this is when they self-certify, they don't have to get approval. Yeah, that's actually really good. Bringing a regulated, capital-efficient way to gain exposure to one of the most liquid digital assets. The platform noted that it anticipates the contracts to go live on April 21st. Will institution buying of futures help put a little bit of leveraging on the price of XP? Well, we're going to find out here real soon because that's only 3 weeks away. His post emphasized that Coinbase's decision to list XRP in 2019 was based on a legal analysis conducted by his in-house counsel. Deaton also stated in January 19, before listing XRP, Coinbase approached the SEC to form them of internal conclusion. XRP did not meet the definition of a security. We're cool with that. Taurus is cool with that, but we still need updated regs. Look into the crypto market. Here is the scary part. Remember, my job is to bring you the news, good or bad, happy or sad. Scary part is this right here up at the top. Volume down 43% to only 41 billion. That is absolutely horrible. That's telling us right now that players have parked their money to the sides. They're waiting to see what the traditional finance markets look like when the Asian markets open up tonight, and then the Western world and the little European world opens up shortly afterwards. Yeah, they're expecting pain on the old pain train meter. We're 16 out of 100, which means we're BTC dominant. 27 out of 100, which means there's a lot of fear in the market. Specifically for XRP, let's take a look, because right now we're hanging out at $2.05. Oh, it's not good. But a lot of people yesterday were telling me, bro, we're starting to pump. And I said, look, we're not going to have the momentum to pump. We don't have the volume to make it happen, nor do we have the good news to happen. You're like, but bro, no, but bro. The problem we got right now is all this tariff crap. That's why Arthur Hayes said, yo, get ready for Monday being rough. We saw on Friday the stock markets melt down. Now, the crypto markets held well, but here's the problem. There was nothing juicy over the weekend to hold those gains. That's why we have erased them. Yeah, check it out. We tried to get up to that 216 mark, rejected. In fact, zoom out here. Look at this. Look at this. Where is the hold right now in XP? It's at 220. Players are not letting it get above 220. Now, are they letting it go below $2? Yeah. On the 3rd, you were able to buy some XRP sub $2. So for a lot of you, this is exciting because things are on sale, girlfriend. And a lot of you have cash on the sidelines. If you have cash on the sidelines, you're able to buy. That's what I did yesterday. I was doing auctions. I was doing shopping. I'm doing auctions today. I've been a busy boy. Why? Because I've been stacking cash because I knew the tariffs would bring some pain. How much pain? Well, we're going to find out soon. Now, in terms of the candlesticks, let's zoom in and let's take a 15-minute look at them. That's right, 15 minutes. Okay, this is what you need to know right here. This candlestick. This pumperoni and dumperoni, we couldn't even get to 225. We got to 223.30 and we're pushed all the way back down. Two lows right here, sub $2, cool. But again, what couldn't we breach through? We couldn't breach through anything higher than what? 217.6. The market did that a couple times. We've been pushed down since. Now we're getting ready for the pain train on Monday. This is discount season, everyone. And here's the issue with the tariffs. The reason the tariffs are putting so much pressure on the market is because Trump issues some tariffs, a country snaps back and says, all right, cool, we're going to tariff you for 10 more percent. Then Trump is like, oh, well, do you want even more on top of that? And then like, okay, if you want to put more on top of that, we're going to put more on top of that. And before you know it, we've got this big, big ball. And the reason this is hampering the markets, it's because of this. Because it takes 2 to 3 years to bring manufacturing back on average to your country. So whether you're in the UK, whether you're in Canada, whether wherever the hell you're at, you know you don't make stuff in your country. A lot of stuff is shipped out to these countries where labor rates are super cheaper. So these tariffs are designed to bring more manufacturing back to your own country. But since we've pushed everything out to Guatemala, El Salvador, Thailand, China, you get what I'm saying, where the labor rates are cheaper, it's going to take time to build those factories. 2 to 3 years. No, it will not take 20 to 30 years. I don't know where the hell you came up with that crap. It's 2 to 3 years. So these tariffs, long term, probably a good thing. Short term, pain train, girlfriend. How much pain train? Well, we're going to find out on Monday because a lot of players out there are thinking, are we either going to see the stock market roar back and players look to buy in the discount, or are they going to keep selling on Monday? And you know what that means? Sale on aisle 5, girlfriend. Now, the XRP futures contract, that's hot. Why? Because it's another step that's going to get us to an ETF. And an ETF is where we can benefit the most. Okay, Forget the idea of speculation and utility. What matters most is price action, right? Price is going up. If these ETFs, there's 3 so far out of the entire, I think it's like 17 of them. 3 so far are going to be buying from the exchanges, which means they're going to be buying from places where you and I do. That helps supply and demand. The rest of the stuff that's over the counter, that doesn't help us out at all. Futures will help bring more action in it because these institutional players will start playing futures, which will allow more players to get into those ETFs and play them the way they want. Which is great because then that puts some native token pressure on us. Is it still speculation? Yes, but it's speculation that helps us out, not hurts us. Now, in terms of what's going to happen on Monday, look, the stock market was bleeding bad on Monday. Will we see a rebound, but then more down action? Well, we're going to find out sooner rather than later because futures are opening up soon and the metals markets are opening up, and that's where all eyes are going to be. If players are still going hardcore into metals, that means they want the safe haven play. They don't want to touch the risky stuff just yet, which is great because if you've got dry powder, guess what you can do? You can buy at a discount. And oh, baby, have the markets been giving us discount. So hit that subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss out because as that news happens, you know I'm going to share it with you. And choo-choo what? Choo-choo bitches is what?